millennials, you know.
Yeah, but 85 or
85
and your ball by 7:38 when you come. So I just so we need
here 96, 97, 2004.
Omo no betimi akọ so hoba. Omo no betimi akọ friend saying garage. So I just say Oasis. Sa club na swimming pool down 50. Obi omo so the two aba no. Obi would say yesterday there was an issue one gentleman brought up on Twitter.
Yes.
Osei, there is a huge category of young people here. Almost Snapchat and IG.
Yes.
Omo ni mo mampeni credit.
Yeah, they don't.
Onim because they radio station be for Asempa.
No. No,
I'm telling you.
Oh yes, it's true.
There are and there are a lot.
Yes.
There are a lot.
Yes.
Who be say who is a member of parliament? Also, Papa,
I dare parliament.
Yeah, youth organizer, obetumi akọ Snapchat.
Obetumi ni sanko.
Youth organizer akọ Snapchat. No, akọ mistake akọ send the and send you. Obisa this Snap or a delegate.
Now you say it is one platform I've resisted the attempt to go
because we diagram. Some of
the things that happen there.
Yes. But we need a youth organizer that can mobilize,
who can
those
play
people.
In there,
and that is why the age 10 is very important.
But on him say. A man for also galvanizes support either for or against some motions that will be laid or china. But and no in particular, no. The people galvanizing support to kick against it, also power.
Oh, such a never here. Here now, yeah, 5,000 ever, over 5,000.
Yes.
And here now, Makasa.
Yeah, but I would say over 5,000. No, majority of our 5,000 for no are not within our 15-35 age bracket.
But they are on the ground. So they know what is happening. They are not coming to vote for themselves.
Yeah.
You are talking about the few people who are interested in it on my better audience.
Yes. But most of the control.
No, they don't. Those who control the party on the ground are the ones coming to the grounds tomorrow. David Wachemo. So what is here? David Wachemo. Ono na ne okase bono fo eba omo ye ne se omo nyina be ne sa kone omo nete ho and they are the ones coming to the stadium tomorrow echina no omo no wedi nkomo ne omo a omo ye interested to run omo feel say be ko eti omo and omo no be seek a platform to advocate but they don't control the people coming here tomorrow. The people coming here tomorrow do be enjoy omo you Obi, I can tell you that if you want a group of persons you cannot influence, it is the polling station executives and the constituency executives. Because someone okofia, the 500 average people in the album, almost someone directly from the people. Where yes. And so they know exactly what to do. They know, and a lot of the reforms also came from them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Enti for more amutie you know said American Kano you were University of Ghana Sports Stadium and the venue for the NPP's National Delegates Conference, a conference to either approve or dismiss some motions for constitutional amendment. Delegates be Brinano pour in from across the region. David, Bebe Transia. Youth organizer as far as I said the message. I said, "Must be careful, because you know film." But my motivation, I made the man and say, "Yes, David, watch your position." Obet me ako. Wabro 35. I don't cooperate. Uncorporate original secretary. Don't judge is in the position. No one your So I just say, wabro 40. I corporate organizer, not corporate secretary, corporate treasurer. In fact, I am even looking forward to seeing somebody between the ages of 40 and 45 as one of our vice chairmen. Yes. Because we need to make us Obi. Chairman also. No. We need a young idea amongst them. Say the Baya Yedi no more continents, no more to adwin. Which man represent you? Which represent you? Because the youth are a lot. Yes. So I just say the youth are a lot. Yes. It's me say, may I encourage you, Dave. Say I didn't understand how quick no. Move. Oh, Sabuna Jumano. Aya. It's a Kabaya. Obey. Oh my father. Yeah. We don't know. Because what say Jumana say? Hey. Oh. Why Juma? Obi, that's the situation. The other reform I need Jim and also I think say very important. Yes, nomination of an influential person or some influential persons at the polling station.
Okay, so omudi 2 ebeka ho no.
2 no ho, and we are different.
Apart from 2 no omudi beka na 7.
Opinion leaders be. Okay. There one and I think say 1 or 2 opinion leaders are supposed to be nominated.
Okay.
To complement the
7, no?
Yes. And the reason why I agree with that is Obi. In comfort the party in power. But I Obi or a community businessman.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the police stations, some of them tycoons by Obi or was a multi-purpose shop, no, or call card, or gas cylinder, or radio, or that, or BBAB,
on second, on fertilizer,
or the party, no. How is this person being plugged into the management of the party at the police station? It was almost complaining, uche mo say party no mo yene basa mo say no or person contribute but when you now what the party is saying is that let us allow for these persons to be co-opted as
into
part of the police station structure. Some of them may even create the platform for the police stations to work. Because of you kenkene if it's a Guinness for Saturday at the clean up as I bet me afford it. And by virtue of being part no or better na maba na ya clean up no a sponsor obi wo de ne fie be man near the fie aye meetings no what just here obi wo ha police station wo no ono nko by virtue of say ya co-opting nti obeto posters no any stickers no and I think that's also a very fantastic reformer. We need to quickly embrace and allow it.
I get it.
It's actually an exciting change. I don't think anybody should come to tomorrow with an antagonistic mindset. It's an open mind conversation to just make our party stronger. You know, tomorrow begins our journey towards victory in 2028.
Very well.
Without doubt.
From what I'm saying, and I'm share with YouTube, no, you realize your stream no ekate by a science babaka, you streaming live on YouTube. Inti uko YouTuber ubetimi hopefully no it doesn't cut again here to me every but all the way from the Bono East region. The regional secretary of the NPP, Bono East, Ura David Boache. Boache akwaba na boko de.
Mejo subidu nyame adom ye ho.
Ubedu ani ana.
Da bi bebedu anopa.
Anopa.
Na ye hwehwe ba bia ye nkofo no nyina.
Ebe dane ade. Oh, okay. My mimusa me first question because you look still very youthful. Enti one proposal for who becomes youth organizer from polling station, constituency, regional to national. The proposal is a current 40 years, no? Montesumra 35. What do you think? What do you say? Well, no.
Obi medasi. Na mema ya hwetiefo ne ya hwefo nyina ha wie.
Yes.
Sa point no. Very critical for the youth. Unfortunately, media yeja ne 40 o, yeja ne 35 o. Me broso.
I will broso.
Media me broso to me nyebi.
Yes.
Nti sa part no. If say yeja ma the youth in the party now, how they will come here and handle it.
Sir.
Yes.
But say we know it will be thrown to all the 5,000 delegates.
Yes. I don't hear say yeti omo. Because akwa abontene kakra.
Yes.
Nkomo no bi akoso.
Yes.
Mpanyimfo a proposal ye no e wo botaye anti ye de yoye.
Okay.
Yes, say a match with the international standard of definition of youth.
Yes.
Do Fabia United Nations definition of youth. Even Ghana Youth Authority definition of youth is saying
35.
Sir. Nti yen de eno na yen ye faye. Yen hunu ne say udi 35 a onye babunu bebre. Na ubetumi a click between the youth and the elderly.
Yes.
Yes, age ben Macron the be president of France.
Macron was 37.
38. 38.
Yeah.
Until Senate within the MPP, with the 35 going now, we are preparing you for presidency.
Sure.
Until me when say a situation near Ebetobia but me person me influence it. Me stand the youth from my region be pick me stand.
And say Ankenya Bonnet.
Oh, say a youth no dear pa, a pa,
okay,
a pa, but Sanya na minya Dennis Kano.
Yes.
will be so stakes. Obi ti wose sia youth. Why has I dey no ba je say free the position no. Nti the say yen the party mpanimfo ya adwene ho.
Okay.
Yen hu say ebeboa yen.
Okay.
Nti yemma youth no mra. How they will stay convinced to it. Nti na ye say yen nyina ye be hia na ya kire ya dwen. Proposals no. Be mako 56.
Yeah, 56.
Your Duduana, you free her, that will be the turning point of our party. Eba Musana Dennis, the former leader said, Moba.
Yes.
Meaning Papa Bia, or one of the founding organizers of MPP Techeman South, were still active. Senyes and Anwa, the Efanobeka Council of Elders,
yes.
Where the last 15 years, party activity be anywhere were played. Yes, on Pese Oye. But yeah, man invitation because your new locals na a man invitation, no, or your former executive.
Yes.
But you're forced. Say you be no because be play parliamentary candidate. So konifi.
So on ne kwakasa.
Kodin komo. Nti ono so benya a sense of responsibility. Yes. Say oye adwuma no biboa. Fi say o ka ho ne ye be ye candidate. Na o ka ho ne ye na hwan mu na enko ye adwuma ma no. Nti say na de ne sika no. Say first na nipa dun so and the NAM field ye adwuma na. Now we have more than constituency bi I started from 92. Ebenya more than 20 sitting former executives from 92 to current system.
Yes.
This is 20. Juma boa 17 automatic or 37. Nti bikra na executive structure na ankasa yenye numbers no increment bia, but automatically just with the change of one thing.
Yes.
Edi bibra beka ho. Former DCs from President Kufuor's time 2001. Bibre that's why active. They complain a lot and they say the more year free if we have ochina actively they are part.
Yes.
Former members of parliament. Omoana di proposal okwe 2021 amendments ayeba ne Kumasi a you know.
Yes.
Who said the proposal to bring former MPs from former MPs.
Oh, okay.
Now no proposals here SIG upon say nya crown consider no. Omasi atwra ba bi o. E che say hia omo. Imagine former MPs rising up to work to complement the work of the current MPs. Nti yehun say ochire dwumadie no nye ne a ese obi di adwen foforo na eba ho eye ne obi a wo adwenpa ewokuo no ho de wo de sa adwen no na eba say one. Let's imagine say na no aye call special delegates conference flag bearership.
Yes.
You call 4th November elections na delegates over 200,000 net to abano yenya a single problem. But you call near 900 pen a year to a whole party from us. Yeah. Some terms be a better than Ghana. And after 2007, 2010 reforms like this, then they introduced a special delegates conference.
Yes.
By working with 2 terms, now no dear who say, they say if you have a boy. Until China, they say, well, we a delegate, we a party, but special delegates conference no eboa yen ana amwa party mpanyimfo de say amwa yen ti yen free ho me gidi say party ba bia be hu say ye free ho a now we are all going say be nipa oha ene benya pepa say pese to party no franka free hour chana na delegates na free 200,000 to over 300,000 go and meet all of them kan wasem trebe where you call now I invite former executives, former DCs, former MPs, current executives. Yenyina ye wo ho. Wa kasa akire yen. Ye chiachia ye ho. Me hu wa kire. Be 10 years ni na ehia wo ma bi sa na mo mfra mi o. Na de ma ba mi wo responsible. Nti ye hu say reorganization and restructuring of the party no automatically if I say ochina.
Okay.
Say china ye reforms. Na say ye free ha enwumre no. Ni ya wono ye former officer what fie wa mahabi ehun say dey me party ba me party delegate delegate na say ye to aba metu bi say metu bi dey ye meeting so e betimi afre me bi che say ye ko campaign so metumi akobi nti ye ma wo hokora me kan kire wo say papa na dey ye say ye de wa beka ho ma me na ye woman organizer na de wa beka ho ono ati fie no china ye mfiri ha no wa hwe ne TV so that say na de ma anya tumi wo mi ko no. These are the reforms ampanyimfo de ba. I don't foresee say ye wo ade ba kwa isi ya ye kasa edi enya constituency offices and amrama ye ho kwan and the regional officers says a party baby ayem from so a ye refer no to disciplinary
committee, yes.
But ye refer no one opportunity so ayesan wo ana tumi ayesan wo ne say o refer nipa no o power to suspend that person. Nti ne no bebre ya bi usu no chairman so aka set ya no suspend disciplinary committee nyame bo achina one of the reforms ye age sa tumi na free party executives nsam Ediama the disciplinary committee.
National.
Okay. Even the constituency level, regional level, national level. To say refer anybody at the constituency to disciplinary committee, who the answer refer. Say okodru na disciplinary committee for no who say to me be a ikura no nti e betwintware adwuma no mo be suspend no.
Okay.
No ma investigate o mo wi antis now the power to suspend any executive
any chairman secretary.
Imagine say party baby te ho. No be say o disciplinary committee for the car say me from so we nti me ntena ase na yenwie me dwumadie no o abotoye mu chairman manta na chinti ona suspend me on ka say ye de ne ko disciplinary committee ni ya suspend no boni a we ye de no chairman ya suspend me party mpanyimfo momfa mo party some ye bebe to this ye woni ma ebria eye nkete a edi enya underground. But name mpanyimfo tena ase after careful study, after national consultation of Professor Okoye committee, after a month for petitions.
Yes.
Yeah, who said near mama kumi you be free wa. Obi, I'm telling you, say from Monday you see MPP as a different party, a party with different strength, different cohesion. Na nyame ye yadoma. Obi ade we mamen clans. I'm say. Nipa bebre enim search na ba ye ba no.
Yes.
Ye be fix date ana ye be approve date for 31st January. No, ye might ye for ntiasensa. Per Article 13.1, that is the sole power of National Council. You take his decision.
It has been decided.
It is a amaha we a party but TSC yamra no nkyere say conference and there's a date for flag bearership election at a national council.
Into the narrative out there say oh yeah ba na sa date for presidential yeah ba be egu no
per Article 13.1 of our constitution.
National Council ejuma.
Oh, nipa bebre confuse abuse niama bebre because ono ni interest in tea.
Yes.
And Dennis your definition be a bit more the party. Me mentiase. We so also ntiase. It be the bottom down. Say up to bill. Yes, say over MPP structures are. Per yes structures or Article 5. And the structures. Article 6 a polling station structure. Article 7 a constituency structure. Article 8 a external branches. Article 9 a regional structure. Article 10 a national structure. That is where the structures end. 11 a removal of offices. And some are what called parliamentary election, flag bearership election, and cast structures no. International Council and date for the structures. National Council should date for only the flag bearer. In the wisdom of the National Council, per Article 13.1, we say 31st January. That is it. The reforms were to work into the 31st. That is it. The message say what you natural will say 31st now maha. Mama say penini bi manipulate. That is the law.
Okay.
That is it.
31st ning ka ho wa.
I'm mahachina and can
56 motions and no pen ebe ba.
Say obi be say why 56? Because we a federal marking committee.
Yes.
Motions they can so monko handle no are more than 100.
Yes.
Now no petitions I buy proposals more than 300. Or Professor Makokoy committee recommendations also. Why 56?
Yes.
Adamu pesa mu ye bibia na ada bi 303 no. Emu mako 86 eka one thing.
Okay.
Nti obi awa adwen power pe power ni kuo ho. Ohwe no say paper yi ba bi e dey to ye nim a be boa ye yemfa nko ye nim Dennis ono so woni fie akua pem also hu say paper no kwana nim e be boa wa tro David wo bunu east me so afi ye wie ya ye keka si ani no ye mu mako 86 ye nyina ye si paper no yemfa nko nanim 86 ye expansion of delegates. So we have to consolidate it into one. Yet to be 86 no be how say Obi say Dennis say David say David ti aye ni nyina ba ko na be one motion. Ti eno na reduce all the 3 sources of motions no into 56. Ya put nyina together. Nti o kire obi a wo ba ha bia no. Na wo be hunu no nye say 303 pages bia circulating.
Okay.
No. And no the nyina has been concised. Na ya in a summary into 56 motions.
Okay.
Say tenase send you now the chairman of the committee no.
Yes.
We don't expect to say this amendment proposals and procedure no should take us more than 2 hours 2.5 hours. Because and no enye doors na enye so controversial so we be ka say we preso ebeye we say na no na me wo station be no mbisa me say yes say ne mu ye nyina mo ye de favor nipa baako na am see o wa nkasa na de nka o ye nsantwuro ni nso mesre bo ame na mmisa okosa kakra.
Yes.
Panyina wodi chairman 1992 omo e pray aspirants nei why na onim no sa amere no and now woko pray ni chairman 1996 and now woko pray ni organizer the year 2000 no now when it trim say 2026 bi beba ni ato ba bi 31st bi ti mefiri so akotena nchen na da bi ye be fami amakoto amasa ni panana obi obeka sa no odi adwembone na eka because obi say ye paniya ye nyina bia fa ni trim fan say obi asum 92 ya to na twene ye nhwehwe no na mpanyimfo anya unhu adwempa ye nkofa no mra no meboa me nsum mi gidi se nka botae wom ne se obesum na ye adwuma no mu abie na ye kama amaye no ne ye wono odwene ono ne individual interest no se ebe ye obi nti na mo ye sa timbisa me say why nti na me former MP na what Canada na ni abere se onya opportunities obeto aba by 35 oba beto abi nti ono no why nti na okọ parliament 2016.
Yes.
Because okọ parliament 2016 no na the current aspirants no nyina only Kobnaje Japan na wa show interest in 207 so per flag bearer omo aka na obi obi supporter.
Yes.
But yes. It is no beto sa aba no bia. How do you associate to any of those people unless say bia now they are doing for and the extra party man say ne ye ne hachena no steps towards 2028 recapture of power. Nti extra party man so obi amfa akomapa ene adwempa mra na ye free ha koro ye mu a me gidi se party bi hunu ne foforo.
Wow. Nti David Boatse the current regional secretary Bono East region and on the delegate free Bono Abababedu in readiness for Nyamea Domoa Ochana conference Ebebasono. Miracle apart from the Miamubusa on which of the other proposals they excited or Bepese Ubedi home and Komo. Of course, Yaka youth there no, which is very popular. Yaka adding former executives no. Also probably the most popular amongst all the other proposals, you know. Why you polling station that adding 2 new executives, getting executives for electoral area. And it was saying.
And see, Obi, that was also another issue. I think say anyway because typically, you know, I think the average number of polling stations are electoral area coordinator or about 5 polling stations. About 5 average.
5 polling stations.
The constitution there. Ebro tenor constitution is creating another electoral area.
So the average is about 5.
Be between 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Yeah.
So see what's happening is we had a situation where you were 5 in a polling station. So even if it's an average 5, that's 25 people.
Yes.
Ostensibly to be coordinated by one
person. Okay.
So and this was a bit problematic. And I think it's only fair say having practiced this for all this while. No? And Mras will say be free past experiences. And if we're going to have an electoral area coordinating team I think is the way to go. Because say no crab be 5.
The proposal no 5.
That's a be
coordinator na
chairperson no be chair, obenya secretary,
exactly.
Obenya organizer, obenya communication officer, no elections director.
It is our coordinating team, you know. Even when they meet, that's one person to me enough coordination over the area. Or no to we can say for police station way.
So far away.
At least there's direct feedback from each of these police stations. I think it's a very good. It's a very good model. I know say a too many API.
Okay. One other. Maybe I jump. One other a year share. We wanna make share from the 56 proposals. Some very, very interesting messages about mechanical, and then we come to the other proposals now I find very interesting. We say, Obi, there is no proposal to amend Article 13(1) on the date of presidential primaries. So no motion has been prepared on it for consideration at conference. The disciplinary committee cannot suspend. They will recommend a suspension and the executive committee shall act on the recommendation. The party is not creating any ex-officio members at the polling station level. It at the polling station, no, so 2 additional people now become at the polling station.
Executive members.
Full executive members.
Full executive members.
Yes. Communications officer and elections officer. Now PWD coordinate. From constituency. From constituency, regional, national.
And national. Oh, okay. Now the other miracle suggested about opinion leaders.
No, I will say, what created the electoral area team? I will say most of the structures are ebano. They are practicing crapping.
Okay.
Once the structure is there, you give respect to certain opinion leaders in the electoral area.
Okay.
I'm more typical example. Then you see Momo Hadi,
Yes.
Momo Hano be the influential person in Accra, maybe a shop owner, a pub owner, or something. You were a cashew buyer.
Or talk cashew.
Yes. Or about 15 agents under him.
Oh.
Obia money in the morning to go to the field and buy cashew and bring it. Or relate to the farmers direct.
Okay.
Until Bikra farming season, or my loans for the farmers to farm.
Why is a cocoa crutch?
Yes. This such an opinion leader near Onobeka. The farmers there listen.
Okay.
It is such a person or electoral area. The electoral area executive committee with the polling station committee can decide to make that person their patron. Do you see it?
Okay. Okay.
Or something like an opinion leader behind them.
Okay.
We are empowering them to do that. And I will say message, meaning what the person sought to correct, Article 13(1). Me say, maha.
Yes, and I think he was only making
maybe confirming that is it. Because there is it cannot be a motion because a national council authority
which has been exercised.
Yes, here is not national council.
And I don't know casting stone.
Article 13 Mahakra.
Very well.
That is
very well. Obi, all the 11 constituencies in Bono East region are representing live, monitoring you live in the bus. I agree with the decision to bring down the age bracket of the youth organizer to 35 years so that we would have proper youth representation into a master planner junior and the way abba. We say Obi, I'm listening to you live. Send my regards to David Boache Eric Ewuzi Arthur Esquire. Also now know University of Cape Coast. Yes, into Eric Osei Ojewoso. Let me see. The other ones are Aka. Okay, this one says that Obi, Mr. SBB for first VIP. Now SBB near why? If I Samuel Brian Boabeng. If I decide to contest, how much is Dennis likely to contribute?
Not on
1,002.
1,002 cities. In the Brian Boabeng.
Promoto fuel.
It was 1,002.
Brian Boabeng will be contesting for first VIP.
Or the metal fuel.
We say, Obi, do you know that last week in the UK Parliament, they were considering to limit the voting age in the UK to 16 or 17 in the coming years, because they can see that the Gen Zs are more in number and powerful in the media. So it's a very good idea for the NPP to also reduce the age of the youth organizers to 35. Also, there should be some reforms to stop parties from organizing events at the various stadia, because they destroy everything there and do not repair them. Mr. President, if Denmark and I saw the 9 when you're or they sunny.
Yeah, build the idea we any BBA had. Sir, catching said President Kufuor and Anado the seas are the way.
When I say no just more grass, no one say grass.
Until I buy young grass no so. So by you out.
We say, Obi, good evening. It's time for our leaders and aspirants during this occasion to put the party above personal pride. We cannot afford to allow arrogance, money, and personal ambition to override discipline and respect for authority. This conference must not end in division or bitterness. That's from Osei. Regards to Chairman Basti Abronye and to Dennis Miracles, Gasti man. Ewo brekum anyway. About Obi, good afternoon. I ask again, if we really want to reset, then why? Okay, blah blah blah. Gamelu ewutu obrachere. Let's reserve those issues for Monday. Nyame eya adomni come back on air. Then we can have that conversation. We say Obi. Inti. Kwesibo Junior will be a child. Ekosiisen On Asempa 94.7.
When the youth organizer is saying,
Osei,
Kwesibo age bracket.
Yes, Kwesi should be early 30s, right?
We heard David Pra now. So
David Pra organizer. Inti Kwesibo Kwesi Parton is still in his early 30s. Kwesi Parton is over to the youth.
Good fellow say why over to deceive you. A good fellow over deceive you.
Good fellow say
want to wanka about
you over 40.
But so say fellow be catch us to me because oda so so.
Yeah. Oko
Oasis. Oko garage. So I just say it's almost the patrons of the youth wing. Ni enjama 25 ni 26 ni 34. No, they are no more handle on because Obi Oko TikToker.
Yes.
They are 18 for ni 24 ni you know. So the chile they say Dominican Yembesh no Obejai phone na hwefem. Oh, nti yemom kwan. And I think there's another one that we haven't really mentioned. The constituency, the creation of the constituency caucus. No?
Constituency caucus.
No. You raise a point, and David Kano. Okay. So the constituency caucus is now bringing almost everybody. So David Pra will become part of the Equiapem North constituency caucus. Because he was once a constituency, the former constituency executives, former members of parliament, former municipal district chief executives.
And they will have a caucus,
a big body
in constituency.
So see, we are bringing them on board. But they are not coming in as constituency executives.
Okay.
So there's been a creation of the constituency caucus.
Okay.
So another body, which is now going to encompass all these people.
Now, I'm competing with executives.
Maybe some more roles. OBR roles have been defined in the constitution. But what this does is that it is creating the platform for everybody to participate.
I would say if that communication and conform here, the tendency is that very influential people may be in that caucus, and they will start to rub shoulders with
so the
constituency executives.
Yeah, we are constituency chairman. Who will be shoulder
a form honor said they are
we are electoral area coordinator.
Yes.
You don't rub shoulders with the constituency executives. You could be an influential guy in the constituency.
Yes.
And you are an electoral area coordinator, but your role is defined. So what just here? So in this case, there is a constituency caucus whose role, responsibilities, everything are duly defined.
Okay.
So you stick to it. You can't go outside it. And see, the room here is that if David Boachi decides or chooses not to run again in his region,
yes,
we don't lose him.
What is here? Deploying.
Oh, of course. We'll frame meeting. Regional caucus meeting or baby.
Okay.
Or bar no abe share na dream.
Okay.
So I just say, and there will be that platform again. It doesn't become somebody's discretion. The chairman then decides who he likes that he will bring on board.
Okay.
But there is a constituency caucus that you don't determine who is a member. The constitution defines who is a member. And in this case, it's bringing on board, like he said, about 20 to 30 other people who have been party executives in the past to now get to participate at that level. And I think it's a very, very good.
We said, Obi, as part of the reforms, we should have made all positions elective. That was one way it escaped me. Now, greetings to the incoming national organizer. Okay, title where Nixon is Shen, Tema East NPP.
Obi, there's a reason why no political party elects every officer.
Yes, baby, we elect more, same more.
Yeah, but there's no definition, no standard of the numbers. The reason why India elect Obi and say, and this is a fact. Your Asempa, you can in political science. Elections doesn't always give us the best people.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Elections don't always give us the best people. There are several reasons for people to maybe win elections.
Yes.
That may not necessarily make the person the best.
The best, sure.
Amongst those who are contesting.
Sure.
So what you say?
Sure.
So what the appointment does is that
a balance.
Obi a popular, very very popular guy. Obi to me mobilize him, ranty our constituency him. But only matro. Eti say youth group be the letter Brenner on to me kind. Omo chobi be Brenner on to me nyebi. If the election brings up that person, what the party should do is to give him somebody so that person may not necessarily be a good organizer like the elected person, but obe complementing them. And so that's what the appointment does. So what just here?
Do you disagree? Say move voting for everyone.
No, look at the MP and me disagree. And not there, even as an organization, we can't even risk it. So I say we cannot risk it because about 20 days, hey Obi, we call constituency be our own. Say we judge our own. Say as many times as nipa bi fi kro bi so no, obe win
election. Sure.
It is a 17 in na fi kro we so a udi agra obe win because based on the population dynamics no, sa kro no ene ne affiliate villages omo do so. So what just here? So the appointment would afford the party to balance it out. It's yakoto aba ewo constituency mu no omo northern side wo nyina nipa na win here, but southern side no see enyo obi enfri ho a yentumi nko ho nko campaign na appointments no e dey back for aba, so we cannot afford to elect everybody.
But I think the one that became very topical in the reforms, the communications director, some feel it should be an elective position,
and I think it's coming up, and I'm very sure it will pass.
Say
because it's long overdue. I am very very sure say it will pass. You see, I will not recommend say Yentua Benji Director of Elections and Research.
Okay.
Because it's very technical.
Okay. But communications is
hold on. Director of Elections and Research, Edumano, is very very technical.
Yes.
So I will not recommend. But communication there. Party for now, don't forget say communication no, and yet the okosia wo GI jiri na yede ba be adwuma. And yet wo PhD da wa bo na yede ba be adwuma. Why na party for no fee say ono eka omo nsem mo omo a etumi du echire. Omo pe no mo mfama no. Why na party for no free say obetumi ahyehye omo communication structure in a way a ebetumi abo omo nyina ye adwuma. The party people can decide that. It is also technical. And I think we should allow the party to take that decision. In any case, we've tried the other one for a very long time. We've had its successes and its downsides.
The failures.
If maybe I do know if you say embrace say you bet to me, and don't forget to say as political parties, we pick lessons.
Yes.
So I just there was a time when the MPP in Kwana communications director, they this friend of propaganda, and they told us because they realized that there is a lot of progress in here, you know. And for me, if they've practiced it for all this while and we are all witnesses it's working now, why not?
Okay.
We should, because you see, as many times as the people, the masses can have the opportunity to elect and it won't bring challenges to the organization, we should make
very well. David Mabao, now answer na ma memfa we ntwem enche will wrap up with this panel now. The next panel
about the elections and research.
Sure.
And also we are likely to split it here.
Okay.
So there will be a director of elections, director of research.
Now, director of research. Now, say Ejuma Ben no research Ben.
No, like we are a political party.
Yeah, the research as in polling.
No, as a party. where we are here, Legon, also West Wogon.
Yes.
What should be the communication here for our campaign? So, effective research officer. So, what we should say there should not be the same as what we will say at Commonwealth Hall when we are organizing a rally. Meaning, what's the difference?
Yeah.
This is a community. It should be a good researcher. Should get us a message that will resonate with them.
But as elections and races,
that is what they are supposed to do. But basically, elections. Then they're running to Electoral Commission, coming to party, and then they research for. But this time around, a percent dedicated will be everyday research work. Election, electoral affairs, strategies on elections, and separately. I don't know one good thing.
For example, they say Embrebiana, the friend is a Lotto doctor, Ajana 2. Australia power, no de. We need a dedicated. It is possible, say, Legon campus, Ebia, come out in Yakra. There should be somebody in the constituency that can tell us, Chale, Uko Komota. And Koyo, boys, no, Ombe Mora Monday, Omu here. So when you say to me, yes. We've been lacking in that space, and it's simply because the marriage of elections and research has been problematic.
Okay.
Elections and human said those who the up and downs, putting the elections unit in okay. By the time I obey now research
okay.
And I think one of the best decisions is why I back up because now. And your post bia na eba Canada the actually and the years you be wo yankasa. And this time it's not entirely centralized. Every constituency would have an opportunity to run
an officer like
an all year round research.
Yeah.
That can be updated 365. Now for the Aba Center, analytics, then it can guide the party.
Honorable Kwame Duncan, former Central Regional Minister, will say, Obi, what it means is that for one to be eligible to contest for the youth organizer position, one does not have to be older than 31 years, since the term of office is 4 years.
No. Starting point. No. Definition, starting point.
Okay. It is already 35 at the time of the elections.
You qualify.
Or qualify.
Yes.
I said, under his tenure, he would be more than 35.
That is it.
Obisa retirement age is 60.
Yes.
And then just over 59.
Yes. Okay. In the Honorable Kwame Nadanka, that's the clarity in Yanumi the Abba. Me patron NK Pharma Limited, the Encamol syrup, Abba, alcohol-free paracetamol syrup infused with a strawberry flavor for fever and pain in children. It is a Obama Wayasi. The body temperature was so when you cold symptoms and the senior chassis AFF ama discomfort be abba or suffer from severe pain. Mano Encamol syrup nibina onnom. Encamol syrup, tasty strawberry, big smiles, making medicine time happier and easier for children. Pharmacy shops in Obinya Biato. NK Pharma head office Ewa Belimpe. Your number 0506 588 315 0506 588 315 FDA AJ Edroya Tum say papa intimuntion and so emfa emayen Joy Sports Invitational Tournament and so basso for 2025 Saturday 9th August 2025 University of Ghana Stadium here in a year this Jumano. Thrilling corporate sports action will be live here into swimming, table tennis, 5-kilometer race walk, masters 50-meter dash, CEOs, penalty shootout, football, mixed relays, volleyball, draft, and so much more. So, person will register our company for this invitational tournament. Only Slevin in Incomo. Slevin number is 0540 106 466. 0540 106 466. And I'll call Joy FM phone desk. I'll bet my call. No, I'll register. Kai date near 9th August. In the end, it will Legon Stadium near the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. No, Abremo theme. No, a play for peace. Play for peace. You need to be part of this one. Sounds so in Absa Bank. say the Black Star Marathon 2025 baso den July 26th Independence Square 6 a.m. sharp ni na yesiemu ewo ho. It's our nation's premier marathon event. Whether you are chasing personal glory, running for your health, telling your story with every step, don't miss your chance to be part of Ghana's premier marathon. Race categories nearby miensa. There were 4 marathon, 42.2 kilometers for men, women, racing wheelchair. Yes, I was 10-kilometer run, jog, walk, and a wheelchair category. Open register. Oko blackstarmarathon.com and I will dial *713*33*2#. Now wait to me. I register. No excuses, no delays. The finish line is waiting. But first, register today. The APSA Black Star Marathon. Your story matters. It's sponsored by APSA Bank Ghana, Glyco General, KEK Insurance Brokers, Silver Star Tower Limited, Japan Motors Ghana, Sunseeker Stores, Twisco, and your partners, your call print. Business and Financial Times, New Times Corporation, Ghana Athletics, Ghana Tourism Development Company, National Sports Authority, Ministry of Sport and Recreation, and a Drake Relays. Omona Air Partner, Emedi Jumedi Ekesiise Abremu. Kaisel person register blackstarmarathon.com or dial *713*33*22#. Now wait me I register to be part of this historic event. Finally, I Syntex tank. Upe bi atwa. Kai say eno ne tank papa ene e Ghana ye di nsuo egum. Syntex tank SINTEX. Kala bi a upe ye be bi e di ama. Syntex tank e strong, e tough. Omo boy juma papa. Yemfa mo concluding remarks but answer the miracles. Let me start with you. In terms of sa event we why na efa event we ho eka in mo partner to saying partner na eboka na say candidate for president Teddy na etua ka another et saying
obi say party ne dey.
Yes,
party one and share na call for so programs.
Okay,
of course, as part of the party's resource mobilization.
Yes,
will be from individuals of the party. Any party nankasa photo
ebetimi aboa.
Of course, that's a regional secretary net way. So kaso be regional conference party nankasa be come account no akofa bi. Ye fe wi na fe ya bono one ebetimi afre no. Na individuals a contribution. So there's so many people who are contributing.
Say Honorable Kennedy Japan ama 4 million Ghana cedis to support the organization.
I think that we need to stop it. You see, this idea say your contribution to the party and sorry, it causes problems for even the voters.
I didn't hear.
Now maybe a voter. Now me we say 4 million, we say 10 million, we say 20 million. Mo bayo akra wie. Now trabas number sunyani I say me ko to ba me MPP. Now bank cry no 4 million 10 million e chema no be me. Na say no enye sika o mo be chama delegate o. O mo dey organize. Na nipa no tifie no e dey no hu ye. Ono tie ase say ye ni kromu a na one of the things e dey yenya ene say delegates koto abawi a na program na say na obi age microphone. We ma me say mento ma no we ma me say we know that's a big problem. Yenjai as we speak
na say party mobilize sika. Me person ye dey media tudwa. Why shouldn't the party
let the party do it? I am saying that it doesn't help the cause of the party. You may disagree, but a lot of people listening would agree. Say,
yes.
After about when I acquire competition of as a harvest, going, we say my 10, we say my 20 candidates no more higher. Tomorrow is not a contest of candidates. Tomorrow is for the party. No and your contest of candidates and you for party no so what you say no your party ne djuma ye be announce. I know the general secretary will announce the calendar what you say at the conference tomorrow. If you conference na see a kwan be dem na candidates na we say me must say obi
yeah but say in Ablekumanov no I remember say Ablekumanov no Honorable Brian Emma, it was public.
It's
Dr. Baumi Emma, it was public.
It's a complete no-go area.
It's a
complete no-go area. It's a complete no-go area.
Government, they might Rabna. No, sir, government.
No, the NDC.
The NDC
party.
No, I don't. I'm a fan too.
But what they say, Greater Accra Regional Minister, Neka say, Omuchicheska.
And yet, those were not the words we used to eat. Or say, vote by in the idea of course. It's
an admission. It's an admission.
No, I was stating exactly what she said.
But did you hear? I am saying that, Obi. First of all, let me put it on record. It's unnecessary. All the candidates, Dr. Baumia, Brian, airtime. Everybody should stop it. Airtime say, your friend is a conference. Now, Ghana for any share. What is the essence of the organization of this conference? Is saying 4 million, 5 million, 10 million. It's way more than that.
But is this a candidate any Biama this time around?
But it's unnecessary. It is more.
Cost for this program.
You understand? It is more.
Council member.
You understand? More. My candidate's contribution is more than that. Okay. But it is wrong for him to come and mention how much he contributed.
Okay.
The general secretary may do that at the conference. It's typically
okay.
They may announce contributors.
Okay.
What they say, but it's annoying to the general populace. Say, Oti radio now, Ushe TV now prepare to come to the conference. Now for acquire contest. So what? So you contributed 1 CD. So what? It is not your 1 CD that was used to organize the conference. Okay. It is more. So what they say, Obi, let me make this point. As we speak, there are even party former appointees who are contributing.
Former appointees.
Yes, the chief of staff has been mobilizing it for the past week to support the organization.
Certain members of parliament
are contributing. Former ministers are contributing. Individuals are contributing. Party dues is contributing.
Party dues, someone said
go for you.
Okay.
Go for you. It's who be now, and no now, what's the announcement? It only causes problems for the party. And we are saying that at time, we should stop it.
Okay.
If you feel say Obama party na dia, this will be at here and then family.
Okay.
But this thing that you contribute to the party, and then because you see the danger is that immediately you come and mention how much you gave to Ekosiise, the other candidates are also forced to also come and mention, because if they don't mention, it's as if they didn't do it. You repeated more than you did the first person. It's not nice.
Okay.
What you say? It doesn't help the party. There are so many people contributing. People have contributed more than the figure you are seeing on the flyer.
4 million.
But nobody needs to announce that. It's unnecessary.
Very well. Regional Secretary, finally, what do you
say? Yeka say enye papa because yabo say nipa ba akumbi de nisikaba.
Okay.
We want to condemn that practice generally in the party. Say yesreye mpanyimfo no.
Then the party should have issued a statement ahead of.
The party shouldn't even do that.
Okay.
Una we party ba. Party ekodi djuma. Uwo bibi boa. Obi sika say na ode aboa wa sorry a publish. Sa nipa oboa party a publish no ne ode aboa na sorry ye publish. Let's imagine say our opponents coming to power in 2024. When nipa contribute to sponsor President John Mahama. But I'm telling you, say MPP very soon obiya tue sika opese de to babia ma obiya hunu totally uncalled for. Yeah, political party. Na saafo na contribute to no actually on your party na bo omo nsaka. That is my pain.
Okay.
Because obahuna publish it to say Mama free day 19 polling stations.
Yes.
The expectation was okay, anya hwe kura no ya calculate Honorable Ken Diseko, Honorable Brian Diseko, Dr. Baumia Diseko, Honorable Dr. Richmond Diseko, ebe do say anya hwe kura de nipa beto aba no so obi anya say.
Yes.
It's so unfair. This party has existed for 32 years now. So ukohunu na nado danko Akufo-Addo, President Kufuor nom.
Yes.
Obia fani receipts, donations of my MPP. Bonso mo aye yapo na emiri mu no mo nye hwe. if Nanado, President Kufuor, Kojompianim, those old people, Hackman also German gave us a full house in Accra. Party office na on yanto yensio eh Hackman dia oni abusia but we will to them PP say name them for yibia ka wura ho a yesa wo kone ho ko salutu no so on my dan ansa na wo be wura mu bi. But Hackman is still there. He is the surviving signatory of MPP to Electoral Commission. Nipa me say register MPP to Electoral Commission no. BJ Darocha as chairman, Ajeni Mboati as secretary, Hackman as treasurer. Hackman is alive. He's contributed so much. But Ushia or that's ye party back carrying on as everybody. Ti best rayem penyimfo na. Say ube mayin bibi now the best ready are. Party no so wa ban mu no. Contract I demand no ya publish it. Because time enye fe. Ntina me pese be kate no say bi aya hunu baako. We want to stop it. Say obia ono so contribute no. Say yem free ha na ye publish that. Conference and make a statement to her to them. So what the bibi ba now pese public ni na ehunu dia. Koye donation at the press conference. Now you imagine but you can't contribute to the party and go and publish it. Some people nonsense for every station should know. But if you know, be there or the underground, no, far bigger than the audience and for you know. Now when the party now, after today, we must stick strictly and strongly to our discipline issues. Adia enye no matter the stature. Send any panel biano. Delegates no ma nyina ye man national leadership no to me say obiara ne opeya ebu party mraso no ye mfa ye nan sifam say anye discipline obi na no joada na ye be share national council say me the videos amanfo aye about the council meeting about issues ansi wo ho yanka ho asem yan raise da. Some of us, it has forced us to come out to explain certain things. Now, way, maybe I'm a Ubisa chairman. Say, Papa Kufuor, at the petition, but I never knew your date. So, maybe
Busan say, Matisse, he will be absent from watching.
That is good. He'll be absent. President Kufuor will be absent. Yes. But last Monday council meeting, why did we come? Emergency council, just to consider. A purported petition President Kufuor is not happy with, Nanado is not happy with, National Council of Elders are not happy.
And there was nothing like that.
Nothing like that. But out there, headings, MPP snubs President Kufuor and Nanado. MPP rejects President Kufuor and Nanado's proposal. Just say, there was nothing like that. Nanado said, Council of Elders say, President Kufuor say, if you need my person, then it has to go to somewhere ending of the 8th month, August. But if not, then it can go on, but I cannot be there because what I'm doing, I'll finish in August. No, maybe August, but yeah, Hano. Now, a month before, Niam Shishino, not then yes, President Kufuor Buafu, I then yes, Nanado Buafu, Namako date, Naman Kanchra, President Kufuor se man neglecting. President Kufuor's video, Eba Bontains, a party, I am friend. It was before the launch of Patriotic Institute.
And about for
never launched Patriotic Institute, but now out of mischief, tied to a purported letter. Okay, letter now. There is nowhere he complained about the date. His only issue was that date we end to Ghana. To see a person take a part there or Baba Ghana ending of August. And one no. Where you are there because it's President Kufuor. This what the people are doing to this party today. Asema here, Asema here, and you cut to Yenso. And the Yamaka, your videos are making. We must say a backup meeting. You say after conference, your supporters being a more leader free Momoko to one party. When Moko, you say, at that meeting, there was nothing like that. The Mestre Obi, party my ATM. And you bet me, I am an ye. And you'll be on war, baby. It is a year. I dare back one foot to a mid to me region, Manese. Me David Watcher at this age. I've worked for this party for 28 years. Started way back before even I became polling station secretary in 2004. After I'm back constituency, after I'm back region. Obi, one thing me say I joined MPP because me be party no. Me hunuba husu. me hwe ben ne yoy eni nti na me join here man join because of panyini bia nti panyini bia ntimi influence me within MPP me was ka bia ngam so metima pray ayi no bi o me bana nti why say bi obi pray na me ogidie wo mu a you want to use that to control me say because ube preposition because me ta watching ntino ne ye wo pe na ese me no ne ye party no pe the supporters ne be sere wo mo the individuals are there but the party first.
Okay.
But that's
David, Mamina say, yeah, that's a pa. We wish you very well. Why? Ekosiisen On Asempa 94.7 FM. Midway became na afe yadani and we ba David Pra ewaha or Tnase Kwesi Kwate waha or Tnase and some other persons who will join me na afe aside in komono etumi atwaso. Ansana no me we juma edema obia otieme. Me pacho you assume neti we emame. A well-established company is seeking to hire experienced professionals for the following positions. We a chef, we a chauffeur, ubetimi apply. We a cook, ubetimi apply. Waiter, waitresses, housekeepers, security personnel, and a female marketing staff. In the a company in the hospitality industry and award opportunities for jobs. Requirements, minimum of 3 years of relevant work experience in the hospitality industry. Into a minimum of 3 years experience, ubetimi apply. Interested candidate should contact any of the following numbers for more information. This is when numbers when I'm to ubetimi afre 0302 517 515. 0302 517 515 and 0243 405 125 0243 405 125 and 0244 992 983 0244 992 983. Where Juma apply wa waniji hu bia no ubetimi apply na bibia nso akoye ede amount ma memfa we nso entwem me pacho se wo ye Ghana ni auto fuel na wakwa koto fuel e wo filling station na wo suspect say amount auto enye no na ebuma o ana say quality of fuel no enhye da enkoyi ya ma very bad customer experience e wo filling station wa ubetimi afre NPA National Petroleum Authority na wa report it. Number is 0302 550 380 0302 550 380. Now what they will complain no ato one name a idea here papa into motion and so my or more offices will bet my boy raho a war jolo on the N1 highway NPA office wa ubetimi abo eraho. So who experience any of the issues I made to Jana call NPA in 48 hours. Now what they want 780 me atuja NPA where customer care meets excellence. Yenani ya home rayaba Kwesi Kwate Nase David Pra Nase Kwesi Boche Junior Nase na yedi enkomo after this short break. Stay with us. debate na go. Debate na. We sorry intimidate and kasa.
Na me no feel.
Me no. Say na to me no can do. Say we be for who. I'm on dia is. But I want to be good to kasa. Ekosiisen. So we are live from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And NPP delegates over 5,000 ABCM in their annual National Delegate Conference. Ochina yedikai aka about 56 motions would be on the table for party delegates to either approve or disapprove. And yene Chairman of the organizing committee, Honorable Joe Wise, Edin Komo, Wamayehu organization, Neoma Ewum, Ene Bibia, Yene Regional Secretary for Bono East, Akasa, Yene Miracles, Abuaje, Akasa, on aid to the former Vice President. Edin Komo extensively about the most popular motions are Eka 56 no eho. Emra so say Yene some party communicators, and interestingly, they represent the various flag bearer aspirants. David Pra, a former Ghana TVET Service Director General. Ono from the Dr. Yao Osei Educhum Camp. Kwesi Kwatin ono ye former PRO Education Ministry. Ono nso ekasa ema the Ken Japan campaign. Sanso ena lawyer Kwesi Botwe Jr. Ono nso aid to the former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Anti mpanyifo ni ene won eba ababedi enkomo David Jiwe Kwesi Kwatin so we mu David pra kwa be te sen
Obi nyame adom nyame ahwe ye so ho efe kama pa
medase
na edikan no
political suit na
efe pa wa wo hwa educhum
educhum
no de educhum all the way na edikan no mamemfa nchia ne obuo ema wo ene menua Dominic Omahene Kwabena Sanche Pokuya Ahofe ahwene papa bi ene AB1 mo ya de pa
ya dase
na quickly answer na member MPP nsem so obi enioma bi koso wo Ghana ha esese yeka esanse hwe obi John Mahama
President John Mahama
President in the title President John Mahama
good
unim se ene nansen yan posifu a ye de Ghana sika tete omo almost 500 thereabout
yes
ye yi omo ina edi some got na fi
police for
onte ya wote ha ebuboba police for ye de taxpayers sika atete omo me no ka say ye ma omo letters mimi wo baako ya pam omo say omo ma back and mejo omo postings. You see adia papa ne ye no sisi ade owo goodwill, but let me tell you unim say voter population Ghana na say barely 18 million John Mahama nya say
President John Mahama
almost say
7 million.
Almost 7 million.
Yes.
Minus 7 minus 80 minus 7 you say. It means that he has about averagely 11 million. They are not for him. But also be a dean at Ghana no about 11 million. This is what he should bear in mind. The oil air time. He's not the first now suffering penifo kasa, oh, this is the man God has sent. God sent him to come and dismiss people. I think that it's not God who sent him. Maybe it may be Mami Water who sent him. Because if God sends you, you will never dismiss people unnecessarily.
But
you see,
hold on. How do you know, sir, or not dismissing?
Oh, why not dismissing? It's under his leadership.
It doesn't mean it is him.
No directly say yen dismissing in Kofono. Apart from that, Shanyoma umba gidi yedi nyuma ba you to ni yese now bano abe pimpam where you mean Eddie. You see, it's bad. Onya di oyeno. Sisi awhwe oni ni Ibrahim chese gold nsemi gidi ya edi wo de mo sisa Ghana omfa bibia ma one day. Oh, when they yanchi omo, when they am fire sanka, e be jaw na utwiko te say watu dade adawa na aboa na ye de odina no afa. One day one say papa na twi na aka ominim. One day until they should be careful. Asa ne amoye oman no amanfo na ato aba ama. It doesn't mean that they own this country. Enunti no yesre their air cost no air time. They should stop. Enye emfata because for no bomb paye Duncan Williams or bomb paye during the national prayers and thanksgiving. Me tie ne pa na mpae bo boni na me say papa na they were calling for unity. Na me say you are calling for unity while this man is indiscriminately dismissing people, treating people. If you feel say who say so-called resetter, then you need to office o nipa ne ya de na enye nti wo de obeye n papa na wo obeye sa no me na funwe ye wi a edu yeso a wo say forgive. We should forgive you when who say wo ya de edu MPP so da wo say forgive omonso no de omo ye yina no say na sam ye fika no it need omo accountability, and the day of reckoning will be coterminous with their regime.
Ubia regime na nyoma yenso no yenso ye baby the omo ye no yenso ye baby mo be the same thing oh ye be ye mana ye be mi omo so quick because Ghana for on fire ma na omo the Ghana for the NDC from Ghana for the omaba NDC we share David Palmer, don't get me provoked because in yes sir in sema mekano ensema mekano enoma bonia omo astati ye sikeria omo astati ye enoma David Pra Chako ken semi any sika dollars where are they tobo me pacho enu ye conference sisi ane de me conference conference in enu the finest and the most respectable personality and asisi ane wama masisa kakra Osei and I'm a tone down pa extremely na because nimpa na midine chino or you'll be a ye in Ghana in himself or a transformational into ye beba becano one doctor ya Osei medase pa David Prani attending cano mamintie kwesi kwatin esquire ekasama Kenya Japan campaign kwesi akwa ba net saying
menua me joso
de say uma wa no so kakra
e wo fomo hu
pa
and my mini mic back on.
No, Mike needs
Mike yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm say Obi, the edika my mema wajo.
Major so.
Na mema abajofo nyina so ajo. Titu me penny David Pra. So papa. Who's on the Ministry of Education.
Ministry of Education, yes.
Enti enya nchen kra. Ana sebi obrum penifo se de ho so ye de enye
yes
ana menua kuma so kwasibotwe
yes
ono so panino wabon homoden pa se unso bia etu Dr. Baomia ama ne kasa ne ade nyina obi abona ba so
yes
na obi wadaro ma so ma me kwan a menua ba ko wa ha lawyer ni pani a wachara de Wasase University
yes
lawyer Kobiamu a ene odi na woda
okay
menua kuma no mesen no
okay
wa chefufu ntia no so se me kama tiefu hu e bia na bodwo nyi nti no
o you senior at the bar there
o say
o you senior at the bar
oh na no me na me introduction de betu mu ye de ene me ditu ampa no kre at the bar de me senior no na so be wiase ye de eja no de nti ono so ene me mana woda kese pa wabona nim nyame nhyira no nto ne nkwanem o ma no nkwatente ahode ye de ewumu na im se menua pani de ne wode ahokeka ne ahode na asase pa but the edika ne nyina aye it is even the more reason why as a party no abribia no yesi etimika ye ho ye de ebumu
sure
de bia meka se afane afanka no nkyese bontinsu ni me de emefanko ana obi se bi o ese ne ketrema de ne nyina akọ ebumu eso ye de a we be to da utimi kawe to da na mentemi ho ase kakra ye de aba eso kia betena hai kia ke nyina ka ye ho abom and there is one common enemy NDC a kabon si ahoɔden bɛyɛ kɛseɛ pa na nka etimi dia yɛ de afezu ɔmo aso ni nyina ka ho bi we are in a very crucial phase as a party be a party ni gina no sɛ ka no kra kyerɛ ho a ɛnyɛ baabi a ɛsɛ bio na yɛ bɛyɛ proud of say proud of kra na ki yɛ nsusuye mu no ka wɔ sɛ party na ahoɔden ni party ani mu nyam yɛ de ɛkɔsoro enti yɛ bɛdwendwen party ho yɛ bɛka bom na yɛ si gina yɛ adwendwen atu anamo a bɛboa party ni yie minim sɛ ni nyina mu no ye wie ne ekabo mu a ye nya de adwen ba ko ne akomakro na NDC ye nyina de yakofe so nti hon komo ne nyina no ye wura mfi kwa but I'm just giving this as a basic and as a premise of my conversation and now my presentation say in all the ebeka bia na de ebe bia na I say that adwen mu say the common enemy is the NDC
is the NDC
na obi ade ba ko so ehun hia pa so say me di tudwa ne say and then you need so china national delegate conference a party for no free a chichi ni me nyina nyina be de ebeba across all the 16 regions of Ghana one nyina ba bihia wa ha am ye two party no ebra na adwendwe party no na party ni kankro any party ni munyama ye de aba ho me de sabi ebru me kasama owura kene Japan anopa mo hwe ya wo de betu dwa say party for no ba nyina omo mu nyina save journey yankopon for mo mra boko asundwe mu ba betre ofidi susu de na wadaroma kwan da ho de na ma say timu bi no omo take mu ofidi obi ati pa so mo bai baby a mo akra abochefo no abochefo ne obi wa fidie hwe hey what here say oh we America was meetie wo obi so meetie say why you popular Asempa ne dem say woni CNN mo na eboso the only difference between Asempa and CNN so mo kabro and wo katwi oh I say Lumba ne Michael Jackson go for say Lumba kabro otonyo mo brofo a kabo say wi ase nyina ko bia mo say woni nyum to class ne Michael Jackson it will be mo so mo ye adwuma tie mo bia kwaba na the most important thing is say yaba no the supreme interest of the party no and say nyina yetrimo eno ma bi ye ma party ne ho nyanko no ebu okra na obotaye ne nsusu ya wodi ye bibi ne ye papa nanso enkyiremu na ma wo se unua susu se eno na one na ni yi nti no enso bia no nya de eni afi na mrate so aye de aba na ya odi aye de aba afi ye botwo bo ya unso bia ntimi nya de ensum ne mum ye de pepepe yo ye mo eni da ho na afi ye de ya ho ye hye ho kwan nkomo ade ye ne nyina ye afi wo botwo bo ya unso bia ye de asum nti ye be ye adwuma na ye be hye wo kyena ye be hye yi yes ye be se kene Japan camp ne Mr. Party ye be say ade a e wo say dey akoma so ye the supreme interest of the party now most importantly the decision be take bia no it has to reflect the motive, the intentions, and the will of one more ase offer. We be say be here be ba say we about 5,000
and yes.
Yeah, no so be bro. Na so hwe party na ho den na party na ho den so pa. Hwe Ghana wo chemu mienu a emu be fa mo wo abato right there. Bebre na eto ema MP pentesa. Offer even your delegate structure kra o head delegates abom na you have about 208,000 polling station executive and do me say this 5,000 e be representing there e fa kakra bi na ya pone say ye di tumi aye dey ahye omonsem so no make decision na mo party ni nyina nti ye be say ya bayi so no ade e be ye bia no let's think about the party first situ political party dey bia make say no matter how rich your ideas are hey Asemesi was me rich ideas obenti was me ideas no do so pa na emo ideas so went me we need to me na ideas no be kam pass abem futura ye dey abono enti nyina ye nya komakro na decision bi a ye make bia no ye ma de ase ofo ne ka no titu so de Ghana for ye dey e ka no na ema party ni nya kono na sorry enyina ho na ye ntuma pa na yifra de
sa I clarify we in free wo ho ansa na maba kwesi botwe ho because I've seen publications. I don't know say if remote camp there about donation be Honorable Kennedy Japan aye in support of this event. Miracles and some party executives believe says Hadi must stop publicizing every donation to the party. Moje sa criticism they saying.
Obi me kasemuno I mean I believe in principles and standards. And I've always maintained that principles are not seasonal. Obi adia last year who say enye no afi nso ye ka ho asema so say hu say sa de ko enye dey enye if you va kra say hu say enye say ye this an komo we ya ye mbiem me ye man enye owura Kennedy Japan kwa and I won't shy away from it no kra ne say ye mo bi am blackmailing into say political party so we bibi wo mani kwa so obi aye de ehu you cannot crash a hopa. Life is all about interest. Even in doing good, we do good to look good.
Yes.
We be quite sorry for the emeboa.
Yes.
Over call ne o de but offering. But I saw for be free 3,000. So sorry mo be who's away there. And they be out 4,000 go to now change seed no. And pa open yami any my day Adam. Na me some class e penyamin madumu. One penny madum ko so se bi owu a one call bonsam jantesa. Nti ade e be interest here the ewum. But you see that is not the fundamental problem. The fundamental problem stems from the fact to say as a party, just 7 months into an opposition, we have to rely on, I mean, key party members to mobilize and sign a conference like this. Where party no abribia moba, you do 2 million, I see for 2 million de eshomonza. They be ameka so mo na yesi ahin na 2 ahin for no 2 million mo na eshomonza. We be mo na pone kakra ma se betna o ye youth organizer, o ye national ho ahoni. Enti wusu nya 2 million na moba ba ma. Sa 2 million so de show mo. No, Chelebin is a party in here, Bibia. What build a lot of businessmen? How many businessmen debate Mabusi and say as a party by a team build domo? Kaya dear constituency. Ye hears a befreak in Japan as so route Baumiana, Brightampa, Namia, and Papa Dr. Duchum say, ye hears Scabra. We should have built businessmen, we should have built party people. One way now, dear, Kay Krano, Cow crowd donation, Craban and Kaoka ferry. Because we the 20 about, we the 30 about, we the 50 about, and can never so. So, they build the party for 7 months into elect opposition. Now you call of friends say thank you to your complaints are and nipa be adoye. Hey, ya be ya be adoya me enka. No chama ko 10 cents of get upon. When did it become wrong? say yaya doye one more can that's why I say principles are not seasonal. Last just 3 months ago yeah thank you to boy be a one more call on the second okuma se bantima
yes
miracles Dr. Bamia one more donation 50,000 donation amabonting. I didn't see anything wrong with it. You won't say papa no why are they or the opepania kuma pana ye de ekoye ebi ku ada nyese wo ya manipa wonya nipa ni madom na mo wo ya manipa so hu say ono Dr. Bamia 50,000 kwa kene Japan so a wanya vice president wo 30 abetim dia ye de akọ Dr. Duchu now so ye minister wo 20 abetum so dia ye de akọ. I don't think there is anything wrong with that. And this akwa free there 410,000 probably say just about a week ago. You didn't see anything wrong with it. No, be the 4 million corner, you see something wrong with it. I leave it the jury out there.
Very well. Kwesi Boche Junior, Akwaba, it's saying.
Obi, me just na
microphone, yeah, so.
What you make?
Inti mawano so maye, why?
Boko na onswe.
Aha, bibia boko. Na otsana Jumedia Ekoswa, what do you think? We initial point now for me Musa specific questions.
Obi me da say Jumedia ma me fa konye so na mentia former director general for TVET.
Yes.
Na mentia menua Kwesi Kwate. O ha me ne former government appointees for mienu netia. Na me de me nya former appointee. Omona abai no mudi mude pa. Interestingly, no money also more ministry back.
Yeah, education.
Ministry and party for so more school placement kura no munya bi. Ministry nim penny for na team in chewa intimate omo.
No that one
oh,
no. That's a quick one. That is that is not true. That is what happy about. No. That is an error. That is an error.
You have your time.
When he finishes,
you have your time. Respectfully, you have your time.
David,
you have your time.
David,
you have your time.
No.
I withdraw. That's fine. I withdraw.
Because all those so you can react. It will withdraw. Just proceed. It struck out from the record.
And that's fine. But I mean, the fact still remains. I'm still here with 2 former government appointees. So they are in the capacity to correct me when I'm wrong. I mean, they were part of the government. I wasn't part of the government. But you see, Obi, I think say Jumedia yebedi wahano. Yebedi sen yebeya yebeka yehuabu masamanyoko. Share ye team ye di jumana ye say building together with our values.
Yes.
Then our MPP Jina Homa. What does MPP stand for? That is why we are here. We are here to put ourselves together to make sure say amemo trukanya Joma Hama ne na amemo aid no. Ye beba be yi omo free ho. Na ye de policies papa e be boa Ghana fo aba. Then na director general aka no. Amamo we ba e. On kreti adwuma ba ko kra so apam youth fo nko 35,000. Obi ayare na no ne bi kasa e. Ebinim se omo no ye breadwinners of their families. Ebinim ayare akoda yare sabia. Sebi de ebinim be di kra eden. But because of the insensitive nature of Abai no no fo bia ho obaye no. Obaye pam mabunu nko 35,000. O he Abai ba. Ose oba o mien koye galamsey wo forest mobile. And then eko. Forestry Commission issue licenses ama 3 mining companies. So monko ye preliminary mining operations in 3 forest reserve. Wohwe Jimra Forest Reserve ne Forest Reserve ye wa asutifisa otia. Forestry Commission amo kwan say omonko ye mining ewo. Na so oba we ka kire so omo ba be revoke LI 2462. Omo ba omo timi nye to hear nyoma ban we the bo MPP echinia no they are doing worse of that. Family and friends, and next Standogbe, Deputy Chief of Staff, Ninu Aberman, Deputy Director General for SNIT. Joyce Babu Mtayo, Ejmo Penny Office as a Senior Presidential Aide. Ninu Aberman, ST State Housing Corporation for MD. Okay, Julius Debra Krani, Yere Crow appointment to our binding. Just a family and friends of Mokaseti, no. Joshua Labiano, your campaign manager. On when we are board chairman for Ghana Commercial Bank. Niyere a board member one of the public institutions. Neba a deputy CEO of Ghana Tourism Development Authority. Into her family and friends of Mode Boy Chine Noma Troka Omoye Yeniano. Almost MPP for Yeniano. Mobile no more worse of that. Omoba ya chairman so matoma Chinese for. There my mind so majamo. Oh head ya Omode Azuma for you so clearly say they came purposely to come and rob the nation's, natural resources. In the MPP for Yetimika Yahubum. Now Yetimisha Kwanya, Yebetima Faswa, Yedebeji, Amanyoko Nesi, Amanyoko Bejinan and Aswa, Ghana for Besen, who Yamobo Mesande, Abayasha Yensa. Now, Obi, I'm saying me nua kwesi kwate kan sem bi say party no you free abemu 4 months party no ho akire nti no we have to rely on amount for some
individual donors.
You know, donors. I mean, it is totally not true. Even when the party was in government, Obi, the party was still relying on individual donors to organize. And yet, this is not the first time MPPA organized a conference. There has never been a moment MPPA organized a conference. There has never been an occasion, Obi. At all material times, unless the Kwesi Kwate wants to tell me that MPP will be more, yeah, the Abansika Ministry of Finance for Sika na conference. At all material times, MPP conference biano. We rely on the support of individuals within the rank and file of the party. Party financiers, businessman Maya Kakra, party sympathizers Maya Kakra, former appointees Maya Kakra, your Abema appointees no personal money, and no more Maya. A director general has been here. Minjini say what the Nisabo TV sika muda say yan koma party fanya conference and a party fanya party program. It has never happened. Or be supported party now. You know any bottom scan or the best supported party no. So we shouldn't make it look like say MPP bo opposition no. MPP asaya ma obi MPP sebe yada forms ao. Enti ye kan ye nya botre. Say the bear Ghana for tia, do not get the impression say MPP negu anu MPP end that form sir. MPP because ye niska ye de ba organize conference. Men say general secretary aka wo baby say party ni niska ye de be organize a conference intino. Say amanfo am be support ye ntimi nya conference no. But it is also a fact say at all material times we rely on the support of people. Just now, in Kofu support here, they don't put it out. Obi, I know party for support MPP conferences or Monfanto Abonte. And I also don't subscribe, say, Uye Bibima party. I was said, Dawa Nona, Sebe, Ode Bo, Wasa for him, say, Una Waye, we are Manuel Nintino, Sebe, Yafa Unsia Conconso, and I say, and swell. I don't think that is a proper thing to do. If we say, Yeni, some party, Obidin na Hua de Besom party. Many Kwesi Kwate director general yes we are kasa dia some party obi so one more timi nkasa or the bottom na be den and be some party no, but it doesn't mean say uyi kakra ebre party na e no kire say party ni nia no na wo say yeso. If a conference here I know a lot of people are donated to the cause of this conference and so my yedin. In fact, me and my boss, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, he has donated about over 6 million cedis to organize this conference. But what is our can What is our can I will not come and sit here to say, Dr. Baumia,
a form of announcement.
I will not come
officially.
I will not sit here to say,
okay.
Dr. Baumia, I support a conference with 6 million Ghana cedis. No. Any duty as a party member say party ni ye organization be a party ni ye program be na obetima boa to ensure say party ni be fa ntuma pefra. But that doesn't mean say the Bema media for say young publisher and say nunti no he's the best to lead the party. No, I don't think say that is the purpose for which intia e was say a boa party. Ye boa party na ye yin yakuma mu nia na ye fa boa party. Nti obi ubisa me a I think say support ni dey ye guso jeje individual donors fair the Joe Wise committee the champion and abi ka committee ne hone Adam Penifo ka committee ne one they'll gladly come and receive donations to ensure say ye be organize a conference because conference here ye ska the party for move free any bench here by niano they all have to sleep, they all have to eat. I would say mobilize transportation near the idea more money or hair sound ne at the idea cost wa niana efe kwancha dia so efe ye diska na ye nti obi ye gusu jeje but e no nkyere say so obi a donate bibi to the party a was say Kwesi Kwate money look say a special event to even make the case say I will be say kan Dr. Baumia ko donate 50,000 na nipa ne want say kan na MPP obi na nipa ne it's an individual nipa ne the man na nipa ne person on one kasa broadcast here e on one kasa ni case
and you free mo hone ba yam na mo broadcast
and any broadcast do you have any proof say obi what is that Dr. Baumia kasa wa ko mo obiska and answer what is that Dr. Baumia spokesperson bi kasa wa ko mo obiska no but nipa na no ni media for your interview no so that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say wo ba be boa ni so and so unless the Kwesi Kwarteng has some evidence to the contrary. But Obi, the fact still remains is party year programmer among for Boa party no. This is not the first time, and this will not certainly be the last time among for Boa party no. But the fact that you have helped the party doesn't mean that I was a party in swell. And I say I was say Omani look it say and now na Boa party na. Like I mentioned to you,
there is some more information coming on donations so far. Gordon Asaribediakon, a journalist with Wound to Me TV, Osei, and this is a post he's made on Facebook. Enough respect to all the donors towards the National Delegate Conference. Top 3 donors so far: Dr. Baumia 80%, Honorable Kenny Japan 12%. Dr. Brian Echampon 0.5%, others 7.5%. And I say kudos to all of you. Way to go for now. Next time the party must look for the funds ahead of time instead of relying on a few people. In the way Gordon Asaribediakon and Guy G, who is a member of the Kenny Japan campaign, say budget for Congress needs 16 million Ghana cedis. As at now, Dr. Baumia has paid 6 million, Kenny Japan 3.5 million, Educhum 500,000, Brian Echampon 500,000. Osei Ken has promised the party executives to come for another 500,000 today. And that's information also coming through from Guy G, who is in the Kenny Japan camp. And do with this information what you wish. But for one see
I think the information Penny Gordon, yes. I think it's helpful, but let us not situate, the Mwa party for a Debois party because I'm funny say because they want to lead the party in Tina or Mobuan. In Penifua Yebo Munia or Mudinia, they've served in various capacities within the party.
Okay.
Omoye party members in good standing. It is a party ni ye bibi. Nase omusususe omobeboa. Minjini se adwimbi techri. Like I've mentioned to you, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eboa the organization of the conference no. Minjini se na adwimbi techri ntina or the boa. In fact, oboa conference acho enye ne. So what did American say? But broadcast because I am totally against the announcement say your boa party and near the better radio so can once because I know man be kauna a share Ghana for be before say mukona muko ji musika na muko yesi na muko yesi ntia yen koto aba okazo bi nkoto aba o se ma misika. So the monocracy na ye nia ye ka say ye free politics. Let us reduce some of this announcement. And in fact I know for a fact say General Secretary money accounter Omo party ninia for the organization of conference. Very well. It is totally unwarranted and it is totally needless. Say Obibe Boa party we are not the Akoma media station, busy media station and publish.
Minim David Pra, what do you think about our topic we?
No, quickly. Minia Kwesi Boche.
Yes.
In his bid to condemn Kwesi Kwarteng, took the opportunity to announce, say, Dr. Baumia Amase. So who the irony of it? Or no what problem with the Kwesi Kwarteng Kano. Meanwhile, or no so Kano. No, wasan boss. It means that that is why say the person to lead this party at this period of time. Dr. Osei Educhum. He's giving the party. You see, what we decided. Exactly. Because in your party, no.
Dr. Educhum.
Yes, but yes, that's not our policy. But Obinsu donatina or the tuja, I don't think say bad.
In the Congress,
yes, your mom 500,000.
500,000
yes,
Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis. That's what we gave them. So because they requested and they will give them 500,000.
Okay.
If you also about 8 million, 6 million, mama 4 million. They say Nina no contribution. If we say Brian 100,000, no be a trouble. So say kase obi masika emua party. Nipa no do party no. Obi masi di krampo a chese o the party no. That is why we saw antagonistic approach now minuanum mienu Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia are qualified to be the president of this country. Honorable Kennedy Japan are qualified to be the president of this country. Dr. Yao Osei Educhum are qualified to be the president of this country. Dr. Brian Echampon are qualified to be the president of this country. That is what ye pese muina obiehun. We should cease fire. The ye na ye sebi ye kan ye hu nsam akase ye gu ye hu fin. Ye we are going to go to the people of this country.
Yes.
Me pamochao. That is why ye Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, the approach in the communication is to sell the vision, and then his personal attribute a man here obi a obetimedi omampeni. You see, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum obi a ye yina no ye nim no ye wo Congress yes obi anim Ghana ha obi anim say this is a transformational leader. Ye man that opportunity to serve one as the Deputy Minister for Education and then the Minister for Education and Nioma Oyeno. That is why we are saying, sir, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum is the best amongst all to lead this party.
That time will come. And then I'm a donations and public.
They make can say
what can we
answer for there or the chair or no obiani ni approach.
Okay.
Ye decided say sebi ye mfa enchre.
Okay.
But eno kra no say amount for edi atudwa. Because it means that people are aware of whatever people are doing. Yes, let me answer and I just hold the question. Let me first initiate any day now me call NDC. But let me take this opportunity. Because I didn't answer Dr. Yao Osei Educhum. Na obo National Executive Committee abaso. Ewo nhihye pass so far no. Omudie kukwemu for this conference. The accommodation issue, venue preparation, baby omu beda duani omu bedi, and nyoma ombe na program committee na yedi share omu sansono. Joe Wise committee no ayade so much. Yeni anana binum, they've performed excellently. The na can say omu nam kwaso ba no.
Yes.
Ore Educhum say nyame enhwe omu no form medu jojo. They nim say at the end of the day, no, this conference will be one of the most peaceful conferences yet me enya. Not most insightful. Not in your mapanswa. Ye ina no eda yakuma so say. Penifo sa amendments ye proposing na no. Maybe ye beba ho. Ye beba. And only na no ye beti me ye de ye wie papa.
Very well.
Inti mesre.
Very well.
Mo mon kama kuma tuye. Fa tudwa men fa tudwa. Udi tudwa eye. One for Tuja, I don't think say anybody should antagonize
David Pra.
And I disagreed with
criticizing. Our position, we officially the communication.
I'm the spokesperson
for the campaign, Educhum campaign.
Yes,
very well. I think that clarity was necessary.
That's
Memo 2 minutes on this topic. Near movie on Emra way.
The first one, a quick reaction on the school placement issue. In your no, we were not perfect servants, no public servants. And maybe be a sebio, na ya ho de no Kenya Kenya be and twaso. We be at Canada Japan has taught us to take responsibility. And he assume ye boa bebre, e bi so entima anya dai amwo mo. Omo entima amwo mo no ye de chepa mo say ye kwe anim no, ye baba mo e betima sa asum ye. We will not run away from responsibility. Unlike we are other persons are one the only thing that they take responsibility for is only the good size. And that's not how we train. Canada Japan come, no, our training has always been say, you don't run away from responsibility. Papa, we take collective responsibility. These are lessons we do. And not be beyond your pointing fingers to point blame at who did this when we were in power, who did that when we were in power.
No, just a quick one to that one, Mr. I know the minua Ekosibocho can no it's out there no yes sir party for ina bedi one dance
okay
but I did back one see you would say as a party yes as a party near Babemwa let's take note say yes serve the entire country Ghana. And no, they are very fundamental. One you careful now better to say you wouldn't to me now. Only your party members pay and I would serve. That's one, two. Then two, obia no ho betime ka say Dr. Yaw Ese Duchum amwa party for that's the regional chairman. Yes. Ya boa papa. Enu te say the kwesika enye obia ena ebia the other by
it was a specific issue on
placement na make no placement no ya boa ni papa very that one the record must be stated clearly.
Kwesi wie
no mami wie bibia papa bia monka ho about to petrol anyway that was just by the way. But learn to take responsibility is the greatest trademark and hallmark of every great leader. Mami next point now on party for America say yes. I think my point was very clear. The principle was what I'm establishing. It is not in this we say party or buy any party or power, whether we are in power position, party for no party. But I'm saying say within the current circumstance, no party for no more bebra, I'm on my home there on Costro, into Muntimi more party. That's the more reason you are only seeing the same faces. And you can Dr. Bamia, they be an sanity. So the principle is say that you be in a Quenya party for. That is a dear maker. Now, Obi, on Sikasem said the 2 Jana say everyone to
yes.
I mean, he's very close to the Dr. Bamia campaign. Or the Batu said Dr. Bamia 80%, and I can 12%.
Yes.
And I mean, you confirm 6 million.
Yes.
6 million of 16 million, and 80%. So, until say the normal be bad on things are, and also no, at least we should show some respect to one more the 80. I mean, for supremacy on who donated or who didn't donate on. It boils down to Master Manamaker. See, I've shot party for the party for Nanya who are no more in our party last year. But you see, like I indicated, principles are not seasonal. We be just 3 instances. Sasama Minian Mo can see a donated the infant to Abonteno, and Omunqua Munintumo. But of course, Dr. Bamia donates to chiefs and imams in Zongos in the Upper West region. Adewi, me free in the platform, Dr. Bamia Facebook platform. Papa we got them say ye donation in Gaza. In August 2017, Dr. Bamia donates $1 million, Sabane 12 million Ghana cedis in cash and food items to flood victims in Sierra Leone. Ghana for ye donation Sierra Leone. Ebeka Ghana for the inti. And we to me yanka wasem. Me do go back. A free year 410,000. And no ye can wasem and I yanka wasem and also by public. You Kumasi traders. I do for your more DSCA. Dr. Bawumia donates 200,000 and 1,000 bags of cement to victims of a doom railway line. And very finally, boy, I see one second. One was a boy in the interview. The guy who was struggling for his life, at that time, need to me interview. Emma, media house bay. Boy, no, ya want to say kaya. He took him about 2 weeks. The first day he almost went unconscious. No, moko sa boy no. Sa boy na the mic see na no. Interview. Hey, o kwa zi ye be you. Eto da, ye wo political platform say ye kasa, but then same ni be wo ha. Ye hu say nipa omutie no ono musumi ye analysis. It took all of you and we won't run away from it. No kwene say obi buku na candidate na nkasa na nipa odi anim no nka say emfa nto abonten. Na to da ya ye di akire no. Oh, to da ya pese social media so ye kire say ampa nipa na edi na chi no ni mu odu aye bibi enti Dr. Bawumia will never sanction say for 50,000 a day and to abonten Kenya Japan and sanction say for 4 million a day and to abonten but some way somehow agro na ye di no if we all take ye nyina gitum say ye nyesa fine but they are there yo. But when you come and sit here and play an ostrich game, na koba wo dia ye Google Dr. Wo dey obi amfa phone just Google Dr. Bawumia donates. We bring about 1,000 donations on my report. Na ye kwaya conference na Kenya Japan donate 4 million mo se monti bi da. Ye donate 1 ye beka, ye donate 2 ye beka, ye donate 10 ye beka. I don't think there is any problem with that.
Very well. Ma yen wrap up on this topic. Na fe yemra proposals.
Me dwell on much on this matter because I was here a party in the first way, Jinan so. Me betina hano, membo ubi edin, membo honorable Ken Japan din, membo honorable by membo ubi edin, masem na meka. Kwesi Kwate has referred to Dr. Bawumia more than 200 times. To the extent say, the personal more the abo man for cry, enya kwai ababe real social media niano, and as internet in niano, wafa kan wasem. But unfortunately for him, he couldn't mention. I'm making a point. He couldn't mention any donation at Dr. Bawumia. Yeah, party at the internet and so. That is what I'm talking about. I haven't said Obi Koye donation more be or children so my money from go to social media. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, say, if you donate to the very party you seek to lead, I don't think say it is proper. In my humble and respected opinion, it is my opinion. You can disagree and it's up to you. But I don't think say the very party that you seek to lead or the very house say oh yeah eja wo no uye bibi mafia no awa betina bonte ka say we kura na maya mafia. That is my opinion until I make say I don't subscribe to that.
Okay.
Obi what did I make say? But you see, we are not here to discuss. I am not here to discuss why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should be flag bearer or he shouldn't be flag bearer. We are here to discuss and think about the new patriotic party.
Okay.
But the discerning delegates, the discerning Ghanaians out there, they know the contributions of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to the development of this party, the development of this country. Everybody knows that currently in MPP, he is the only person who has been part of 5 consecutive general elections in our history as a country. He was a running mate in 2008. Running mate in 2012, running mate in 2012, vice president, wasn't the vice president in 2020, and so he's been part of 5 consecutive, general election. So when it comes to that experience, now he has it. But Obi, I am not here to say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, and that's what you say. You be say as party for. What we have to do is to make sure say Yabeka Yenhua boom. Not the main opponent, NDC for. We focus on them. But if you come and sit here and say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I donation to Sierra Leone, they try to undermine him. You are being disingenuous. You as a member of the party, extremely disingenuous. You are being hypocritical with your comment here. So Obi, let us learn to respect our leaders. If for nothing at all, Dr. Bawumia is the only surviving vice president MPP are producing. And the flag bearership contest in Tina Sebe, Yebeka Bawumia anyhow.
That is Yemra issues are Otsana and unto delegates over 5,000 everyone regions abankran
Obi, Mr. Ebi answer now Kano. Also, me di kanka bibi said, dear Omuina Eyeno.
Yes.
Emfamfa Sobia Emra party no. Wake away. Medica I can't to Jamisamo. Muma enye ajubro. And utina as a discerning party people no. No yeka say muina no munchain. Never Dr. Yao or say Educhum. He is a unifier. He is a unifier. He's a transformational leader. He's a person we can really get hold. Say, this is the manner. You didn't be a minister no. Achievable resource no. Unim say Dr. Yao or say Educhum. Single-handedly, member of parliament. As a member of parliament, with Timmy a trainee to transform this country, we need an engineering mindset. You need a mindset that will prepare the country to the 21st century that we are yearning for. Dr. Educhum needs single individual. Personally, we train 150 engineers in his constituency. When he said last year, 35 of these people, just UMAT, one university, UMAT, it trained 35 engineers, mechanical engineers, construction engineers. This is the manner, or no, your man opportunity, ultimately the government to construct STEM schools and high schools. Robotics, AI programs, machine learning, coding, in aviation, and in Omano Etumpo. Our philosophy is to change the country. You need to change the mindset of the people. And therefore, he is the right person. Where I say, Mr. Muma Asumdremra, Muinano. Maya de Dr. Educhum Ba oni Dr. Bawumia beye ejuma. Dr. Educhum Ba oni Yewura Kene Japan beye ejuma. Dr. Educhum Ba oni Brian Yesre Muma Asundwe Emra udi tuja unye boni wanfan tuja unye boni Obi that is why Mr. Party no eye more superior. Don't antagonize anybody. That is what I want. Me person who said me do Dr. Baumia
very well.
Me do Kane Japan
very well.
Me do Brian Champion but me do Dr. Duchum papa
very well.
Papa
Obi
esan say onuni obia you feel say at this point in time that
Obi quick one Obi we are not here
message you want me
Obi we are not here to eulogize any individual.
Okay,
we are here to project
the eulogize.
No, there you are. No, then you
I'm here to do that.
No, there you are.
You are not here.
Personal interest.
No, yes, yes.
Okay,
it's a party that's
we are here to project the party, not any former. We are not here for anybody's parochial interest.
Okay,
but these are the
projecting the party. We are projecting the project the individual. Dr. I don't have any problem. It's good. It's good.
Hold it. Nobody is talking about this issue again.
Exactly.
Hold on.
So powers of education. Say 3 million.
18 minutes after 6. Time.
Thank you, John.
Proposals go up no so 56 of them. Which of them they excite you personally?
They excite me pa the proponents of the proposals na abaso.
Yes.
The reduction of the youth organizership,
Oh, really?
Yes. They are 35, Minua Obi. This is one of the best things that has happened to the party. Unim the reason, and this time, and to say, Titino.
Okay.
And then Mebruna even 18 years, 20 years, 25 years. Sanya omu nyansa adwene kase da omutimu enti yentimi ka say obi credit 30 years ontimi organize emebunu obetimi the current youth are very intelligent.
It was a fact, it was
rododo
Tiemra 35
and ntino ye ina no mi gidi ye say ochina no party for no be gin overwhelmingly. Another aspect of it
I want him say no so moji tum say emra 35 Omu a eyi omonim sisi aso omo pay youth organizer no. Obia will be disqualified o.
Oh, sir, you disqualify. Nimpa ba ko ane de be me ya. Eya bia me nua crop bia asante. Apart from
so bro 35.
And I make us say no
other form team.
And no be me ya. And no be me ya. But apart from that no, the American say good. Yema mebru no they understand themselves.
Gen Z for no
yemo that opportunity no mo organize a party no emfa emebru no embra. That is one. And the same honano party na aye bibi say emebru na nyomu ina na ye unsa current arrangement no say we youth organizer and a deputy and son what traben bi sisi no we even organizer. No way the main fan say 35 years or
and below.
Yes. This is novel. What I may this one there and already choose position maybe personally.
Okay.
But any year the leadership of the party, the proposal say at every point in time the chairman is the leader of the party.
Yes.
And only okay, Haruna Sekune President Kufo.
Sure.
You saw that. The party no war abemwa. This is an executive president. Controls the power, state resources, the might of the state. Regardless of it, we are chairman now and you're careful now. I am the leader of the party. I'm so bad you I'm telling you.
That's if you are in power.
If you are in power. Now, say, officer, I'm the leader of the party. Me name and this for a. But you see, I see do get or came feel.
When they are in power, the president is
the president. I say yes, they are. But the proposal I be and no make us say one year careful. Now you koje no tuma. Na party no ewo abamua. Na you executive president or no yield the power. Now koyen say anya ebe hard because I'm like I say yes, I'm the chairman. Now who koye sanso a maybe edi betimayo. Enu ntino eno de ebia when given opportunity maybe but who be a question be in the previous discussion.
Yes,
there are some of the positions it's high time
so
communications directorship I believe that we should vote.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Communication directorship, we should vote. Now me person me call national organizer. The catcher Nanabi say if he's not going to contest, I'll contest for the national organizership.
Oh, okay.
And yes, or bear call on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, but say na your communications directorship na your tuaba. In Kahoni first place ameko, because that is what I have throughout
that is
my
for national.
Yes, that is my area of expertise.
One of the motions, whether to vote for it or not,
we are going to agree to that. Apart from that, Dr. Ya Osei Duchum, Eyobia or the party Emrano Eye Jumapa, or Bonsu Emma party for no. This is Bia party for no ayeno, especially the planning committee, national executive.
Yes.
Officer is in the interest of the party.
Very well.
Omaye. And Nuntino say all these proposals no omo de ba nyambo ochina ono ni ni team ne nkofo a na dofo a wo party mu ina no be kan ho abom na ya to say yes na yenya smooth implementation of all these proposals now in going forward no if you say no na betima the aboa party no etimi agi to me na ya govern oman no with him as the president, the presidential candidate and eventual president of the
David Brady Kwesibo Junior, let me come to you now. Which of the proposals or party in for the Betujano and are excited personally?
In fact, as a young person, I think that one of the proposals I can want some youth organizer age, you know, say Embra 35.
Are you for or you are against?
I totally subscribe to the position say Embra 35
years. 35 years.
Because you see, the interesting thing is that sometimes I have not had the opportunity to sit in National Council before. Yes. But here in Kofu National Council now, I don't think say you will be crowd or you below the age of 35 years or National Council. I said 30 years or National Council. But here in Kofu National Council near me and Kofu or Mufi Kakar. But I think that the larger population is between the ages of 15 to about 35. We need a representation at the national level. I think
youth organizer 35 or below.
Because then is kind no. You be obeti me Gen Zs for no. Any slave queens for what you say. Amenga obeti or more concerns. Send your be prepare youth manifesto. I beti me a factor Gen Zs ne cons because no youth dynamics na yasesa. Is there no youth for no here or baby mad club near the idea now what you say. So we need somebody who understands the business of young people, who can represent young people. So I think one of the amendments me and J for our advocate for. Secondly, I think your former appointees and former party executives. We want to constituency chairman for 16 years, but we've been to a election why unpopular we lose. But the political wisdom and knowledge are nipa nikutano. Sometimes in the entire constituency will be nibi. Obisa because we lose our body to cast relegating to the background. It may be unfair.
Sure.
And we need all such institutional memories to help the development of Yamanyokwe. I think I don't see amendment be a bar party. But I mean in the wisdom of delegates, they know decisions or would take care a party. Said they will go and make the good decisions. But I mean former MPs so said they should be part of the Electoral College. There are things that I support. I mean they are all very fantastic and very good proposals near the idea. So let's all try and then it's not nearby. Not in the best interest of the party, and not in the interest of any individual. No, we'll make the amendment.
Very well. Let me announce technicians are Juma on the main stage. Episode on sound check. We have to wrap up by 6:30 p.m. exactly. Inti Kwesi Mamintio.
Obi, where I say
yes.
Me nya kwenyankai proposal but the brief one amakomo Bakwa, me who say, me no proposal any na ya join ye. And she say, I almost on best scrap super delegates.
Super delegates, no, okay.
Boapa, Sebi, who say, among yourself, no, they be a issue. Ultimately, you can only learn and be better. And now, they see, you know, say, quite fast, so ma, mente me ho asani adana. At the end of the day, it was a party that lost. This any year free wa idea me hu say ebeboa ye nyina because I don't get it. Ye call national elections na ye nipa 30 kwa na contest ya. Emu nyina print ballot mo. Nti dey nti na ekoye 7 na 8 ahun say de omu ntimi nya de enko. Eno na fi mente me ho asani adwetwe kakra na ya odi ba ya hwe na nsisi na de asema ye de every party. Ne mo ade ba akuza na mehwe minim se omu a bi ye nyina for purpose of education. Position basis national youth organizer.
Yes.
Unso no constituency omo to aba no. Special ayi for nko na to. Ana o hwe baby to say national steering committee and national council. It doesn't really affect omo to aba ye dey man no. The same as the national women organizer. E bia o mama nko na akoto. But one decision will be taken at all levels or have or finding itself as in representations, whether at the National Council level, whether at the National Annual Delegate Conference level, whether at the National Congress level, whether at the NEC level or the steering committee level. Now, it doesn't really affect those who voted for him alone. And the minimum say one also can
in the proposal there, they say, Omujitum say age Nimra 35. Every delegate our voting rights 35 and below.
Because salam to we said the decision will be taken. It doesn't really affect the youth, especially at the levels of finding itself to represent the youth. The decision does not only affect the youth, but affect everybody. But I'm sure, say at the end of the day,
that motion is not part.
And
motion for every delegate.
To be and to be. And who the youth are some kind of worker?
Who's the first for youth organizer? First, now a youth organizer and then the deputy.
Who propose every other fellow? Me propose me will. Osei to this anyway. Anyway, this Osei to this anyway. Says Adia 35 already. I mean, minimum there. But what is the policy rationale behind 42?
Bringing the age.
What the
Gen form the majority of the voting population. You need somebody who can relate.
Look at the UNESCO.
And they say,
that's the last one on
oh, so I'm not married. And they say, wait there. Me, I mean, you're going to be say, I was more top down with you. Near battle presidential head. We are sad at 20 days.
Exactly.
It is you're to presidential. We are oh, question to Basi. You're to presidential. We are oh, question. You're to say flower the neighbor first.
Okay.
Wait there on a lighter note. Me recommend it.
For national youth organization.
Very well. No, so can't find
but Obi, and I say you fall in that. Just quick, you fall in that bracket.
But one proposal, Amma Eyamiya, the CEOs, former CEOs. No. In fact, but some of us know. Yet me, I've been a constituency executive, regional executive, and now be said. That constituency caucus,
yes.
Whether it will not conflict with constituency executive, the answer is no.
Okay.
Constituency executives are constituency executives mandated in the constitution.
Okay.
We need just an amendment to let them have voting rights and then contribute as advisory group to the constituency.
David Bra from the Yawase from Kennedy Japan camp and Kwesi Boche Junior Esquire from the Dr. Baomiaka Miridio say Bonsu. Nyame adomo a otsena no what pay coverage never every across all the multimedia platforms. It join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. Now you fire coverage Emremo and production team na mayena mwase nyame adom otsena ye be share. Good evening.